this is Miranda with My Scrappy Life. Welcome back to my channel. This is another process video for Cheekystudio, and it's Happy Friday, so it's Mixed Media Friday with Miranda and Tuesday. There's my code Miranda10 to get you 10% off of your next order. Okay, so while you're watching all of that jazz right there, I'm going to let you know somebody decided to call me on Facebook. Don't know who the person is, don't know how they connected with me on Facebook. However, they tried calling. I didn't see it nor paid attention because I was just doing my process video. So at the end of this video, I am going to talk about what I am doing. But in the meantime, at least you get to see all of the mixed media that I am doing with this particular layout, because that's the whole point of this video, right? So I got out 3 different mists. 2 of them are in the Cheekystudio website, which you can use my code Miranda10 to get that 10% off, which is the shimmers. They're both Vibez. One of them is Princess, the other one is Snow Way Man. And they work perfectly with the colors from the Panda-Monium and also the wishes, either the frames or florals or just the wishes in general. And I'm using in this particular spread the wishes collection of the frames and florals, and then the Panda-Monium. Our kits are on our way, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna stash bust. These whole next 6 months are all about stash busting and trying to find things in our stash to use up. And I figured, you know what, let's use some old product, right? So I went and got another stencil out, and then I decided to use, it looks kind of like fish scales from like a mermaid. No, I didn't use that one. I used the chicken wire, so it looks like chicken wire. And I used the pasties putting on a glitz. Now, the pasties putting on a glitz is not in the shop, and nor is the Nouveau mica mist, if that's how you say it. I am horrible with names, so if I said it wrong, I am so sorry. But the color that I'm using there is Silver Smoke, and I'll link both of these down below with the product information. And I am doing another Traveler's Notebook spread. Y'all, I am obsessed with these Traveler's Notebook. I would have never thought that I would have been doing this much Traveler's Notebook outside of my 12 by 12. I'm like obsessed. I'm obsessed right now. So bear with me. I'm sorry that I'm going through this obsession of these smaller layouts. I hope you guys are enjoying them as much as I am enjoying making these. But here I am. You'll see that I am working to put those in, and yes, I did cut that picture in half so I can put it on each side of the Traveler's Notebook spread. And you don't see that I am putting the Traveler's Notebook, or that this in my Traveler's Notebook, but I cut it down to size so that it fits. And then I'm working without the notebook, and then I do put it on with I put it on the pages that I need in the notebook. And it works out perfectly. I love doing that because it makes it easier to work on a flat surface versus on the actual Traveler's Notebook. But it also adds just that little bit of extra, and you can still use some pattern paper. Here I am. I'm cutting out the frame that I do explain in my video that's coming up here soon. Make sure that you check out the still shots, and also go and check out Tuesday's layout along with the shop. I will link everything down below as well. Make sure that you go and check that out, check the website, all of that jazz, and like and subscribe to my channel. And I'm almost getting ready to where it will flip over here shortly, so I hope that you enjoy this process video. And again, I'm sorry for me coming on here in just a few seconds on explaining everything, because, somebody decided to call me at 9:30 at night on Facebook, and I'm like, because I didn't realize this until afterwards. So here we go.
So somebody called me on Facebook. Didn't know that they called me until after I was done with this layout, because I'm working the town. So what you have seen me is work on just these little guys on there. And this is what I finished with. So I did do my flare. I cut one of the labels out, or the frames. well, this one isn't a good one because it didn't have this. It was just the silver, so I cut it like so and tucked it in 2 different ones. And this are 2 different flares, or 2 different clusters, but I cut them in half so that tucked underneath there, and I added some thread, this color purple thread underneath this section and that section. And then obviously there's all my pink to match this. That's why I went with pink, was all the layers to match that. And then that color matches that, and then this matches. And then I did go back over with the mixed media one. So this one's Princess, this is Snow Way Man, and this guy is called Silver Smoke. This is not in the shop, but I'm going to find it for you and I'll link it down below. But these 2 definitely are in the shop, and you can use my code on these for Miranda 10 to get the 10% off of these. And I really love these. These are like starting to become 2 staples of my mixed media collection. And then this here one is what I use for the mixed media, which is putting on the glitz, the pasties. But that is what my layout looks like. Sorry for coming to real time on this, because you know the whole thing about doing process videos to watch it from start to finish and not have the finished product and somebody talking about it. But that is my traveler's notebook. You guys saw that I was working without it being on there, so what I did was that I'm going to flip to one of the other pages in here. I've got my pictures laid out and ready to go. So all I did was just did my ATG gun along the edges like so, placed it in there, and then I closed it up tightly, squished it together, and then I was able to open it up, and it looks like that. So now if you close it, it's starting to become a chunky monkey, you know, particular traveler's notebook. Sorry about that, but that's the finished layout. I'll get a little bit close so you can kind of see what I did up there and what I did there. And other than that, I will talk to you soon. Everything will be linked down below. Bye.